Oh, and, zoop. What did you just do there? You'll never know. Okay. So what was I doing? I was doing that, weird stuff, right? I was just trying to do weird choices. Okay, so this was not skippable. Okay, I'll go alone, Tsugumi. Stay with everyone else. You always taken the lead and faced danger without a second thought. During the power generator incident when Coco was in danger, Coco was in danger too. So this time it's my turn, trust me. Tsugumi shakes off my arm forcefully, looking annoyed.
だから、私に構わないで。
I told you to leave me alone. I'm not gonna do that. We're companions.
私に仲間なんていないわ。
I don't have any companions. Yes, you do. We are your companions. Our gazes met. Our determination clashes.
偽善者。
Okay, another you're a hypocrite. Tsugumi averts her gaze and mutters quietly. She then leaves the room. I don't know why this is not skippable. Hey, wait, Tsugumi. Okay. Yeah, for reference, it took me about 15 minutes to force skip through use route, so this game is about 15 minutes long when you don't read it. Yeah, I speed ran Ever17. Okay. Oh. Okay, since I read, like, the story of Pygmalion instead of whatever other thing, with you in the park area, we get, like, a little different reference back here. Okay. Suddenly the story of Pygmalion that you had mentioned comes to mind.
昔々、キプロスというところに彫刻家の青年がいました。
Do you have to review it? Once upon a time, there was a young sculptor in Cyprus.
ピグマリオン。彼の作る彫刻は素晴らしいものでした。それは生命力にあふれ、今にも動き出しそうな躍動感を感じさせるって巷で大評判でした。
Do I really have to reread this?
そんなある日、彼は裸体の女性の彫像を一つ完成させました。だけど、その自分でもうっとりするような、まるで生きているような美しい彫像を眺めているうちに、そしてだんだん彼女のことが愛おしくなって、いつしか話しかけるようになりました。きっと彼は初めて純粋な恋をしたのね。自分の作った女性の彫像に。
Okay, so maybe back there that was like the pro Sora choice to get the story of Pygmalion. I don't remember which I did when I first did this in Japanese way long ago. Or did you go through a similar, like, go through it kind of similarly More recently in Japanese. Yeah, I don't remember which I did both times. Okay. Did Pygmalion feel the emotions of his sculpture? Did he understand what his partner was thinking and wishing for without words? Perhaps Pygmalion was confirming the heart of the speechless sculpture. When spending time with her, they might have communicated their hearts to each other. So even without exchanging words, feelings can be conveyed because their hearts were connected. Just like now. Okay, just that line was different apparently. From what? I don't know. Awkward silence. Rather just sitting here in silence watching this thing just kind of skip forward. Earlier today I had some bread that was moldy. It wasn't like a very tall mold. It was kind of like a, like, it looked almost like the bread was just kind of dried out, like in appearance. I had a light green tinge. But I knew it was. I knew it was moldy. It's like, knew it was moldy, and I decided I'm going to make a bunch of grilled cheese sandwiches out of this anyway, because I don't want to waste the bread. And it turns out I'm not a very good mold eater. It's like hard to specifically, we're going to do a different choice here, okay. Please, just stop. I cannot accept your command. Stop this, Sora, won't you? Request denied. Water level continues to rise, nearing my neck. What are you doing, Sora? I think I might drown here. Please stop, please, just stop this. Get out of my sight. Just picking, like, the other choices. The mold has this, it's like nothing specific about the taste that I can, like, nail down. It says, this makes it gross. Just somehow the combination of it, and it might be placebo effect, just me, like, knowing what it is, triggers something that just makes you just kind of just not want to eat it for some reason. Like, it's kind of that, inexplicable gross. So, yeah, it is like a weird tang, but like tang in itself isn't necessarily gross. Anyway, I got only like through like 40% of what I cooked. There you go. There's something to fill this awkward silence up with. How about another thing? Friday, the 25th, July 25th, my mom died. So that's a little less than a week ago today. She was 68. I was born in the early part. I don't want to say the exact date because, you know, like identity, like there might be some, might look foolish on the internet putting like that personal information on the internet. But it was like the early part of 1957. Now, I'm younger than you probably would think I am. given that my mom is 68, because she was kind of on the older side for being a mom. So I'm not as old as you'd think I would be, given that information. Anyway, that just happened. I go like, hey, but it was actually like really dramatic and embarrassing and grotesque the way she had to go out. And because I live with my parents, it happened not literally right in front of me, but literally in front of my dad and my older sister, but sort of like metaphorically right in front of me. Kind of a mess. It was a mess. Anyway, so this is where it does it splits off between the endings, and this is the bad ending, I presume. We already read the bad ending from the Japanese version on the Xbox, relatively well, and so we don't really need to. I don't need to read it again, in my opinion, right? If you want to read this in the English translation, I guess I don't want to sound like too crude or anything. Buy the game. Watch someone else read it.
3 Minuten vor der Implosion. 2 Minuten vor der Implosion. 1 Minute vor der Implosion.
There we go. Got an achievement for that called Complete Despair on Steam. Okay, now let's go to the CG gallery here. So I did check with the Xbox version. It also has 9 pages of CGs, and the third row on the 19 page does have 2 entries. So it does seem to have, exactly the same number of CGs as the Xbox version did. It may be that there's one substituted out or something of that nature. So it might be like a slightly different set, but at least the set is the same quantity. And it highly suggests it's the same set, even though it doesn't definitively prove it. Stuff to note here. Well, let's go through some of this stuff. So I forced skipped my way through the U route because I don't need to reread that. You do actually get a version of this CG in the U route because it flashes back sort of to it. I mean, it's a flashback and then it goes back in time to when this event happened, but it also there's a mystical element because you're seeing it through a different person's point of view. But you don't see like all of the variations. So the first variation you can see from just doing the U route, but then this one, the second variation where she's kind of smiling, that only comes from the bad ending. And then I forced through the U, so we have the various U route ones. This used to be in the Coco route in the original game. Again, they put it in the U route in the remake. Or just the kid side in general. It's U specific. I believe this is U route specific as well. The kid side version of the party. The pin capping. Got this. These are new for the remake and they're to use route. Got this. This, I don't remember if it's the same in the Xbox, but they made it so that the Sora ending, I believe, in the remake gave you well, this is only in the remake, but the Sora ending gave you the blank one. So the category of CG would actually open, but then the ones with U in it don't occur until the U route. This is weird. In the Xbox version, completing the U route did not unlock the CG, which makes sense because it's not in the U route. So I presume that I have it here. I have this CG because of a glitch or something. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. New for the remake and use route. I don't know why Hokuto doesn't have blonde hair or yellow hair. That doesn't make any sense. Might be a mistake in the art. I don't know. Maybe I'll explain it later. From the after credit scene. After credit scene. After credit scene. This you get a flash back to it in the U route. But of course this wouldn't. This would be from the Coco's route. They just give it to you early in the remake. This is a funny one. And on the Xbox ROM, this was not there. And I was wondering, why is it not there? Why did this not be a CG that we can index? Well, it's here in the Steam version. So I don't know. I don't know what's different about the Steam version. Maybe there's a glitch in the Xbox version and they fixed it. Whoops. Her legs are too thick. I don't know, it's supposed to be like perspective, like you're supposed to be looking up at her, so that's why, you know, like what's close to you is supposed to be bigger and what's further away is supposed to be smaller. Yes, but even given the perspective, her legs are still too thick. Okay. So, the weird ones are, this actually appears in the gallery in the Steam version, unlike the original Xbox version, and it's probably a glitch in the Xbox version because there's the same amount of CGs in both. And we have one of the variations of this in my gallery now, and I don't know why. I didn't remember seeing it in the U route at all. I don't know why this is here. A little bit weird. Okay. Nope, I don't want to close the game. Okay, next thing to do... Oh, let's look at the clear list. There's nothing really in the clear list in the remake. Just ending lists. They're not like scene lists or anything. But you can see that I forced my way through the U ending and got the U good ending to catch myself up with what I've been doing on the Xbox in Japanese. And then we see we have the Takeshi bad ending and Tsugumi. They don't say Tsugumi and Sora shared bad ending. They say Takeshi's view bad ending in this for some reason. And Tsugumi and Sora good endings. They're not different colors, by the way. They're all blue, it appears. Not like blue and green or whatever. And now we do what I thought I was going to do when I switched to the Steam version with the English translation, and that was do Sara's route. I got sidetracked and did Tsugumi's instead because I realized I could do Tsugumi's. But now it's time to do Sora's. Not Sora's, Sara's. So let's do Sara's. No, I'm forgetting that backspace is like go back instead of escape. It's like he almost closing the game. Now I have to like sit here and think of stuff while it's skipping. I can cut this part, but then I don't know. I don't want to for some reason. Okay, because we're doing the kids side of things, what we do here probably doesn't matter. I just pick whichever. Okay, now we're the kid. I don't believe we have any choices as the kid here. Still got nothing to say. Do a really bad Segumi choice here, see if that matters for anything. I don't want to do that. Okay. What's happening to me, I think, is how I get into the kid's side. Yes. Okay. I don't think we should necessarily do the wrong choice for you, just because we're trying to get to Sara's route. That's only a guess, I don't know the flowchart for this. Should we hesitate because we're trying to, like, you know... I don't think this matters for Sara points. I think this is just get the U point or don't get the U point. If we don't get the after credit scene, I could go back and get the this is just make it smart to make the dumb choice. We can go back and try different things if we don't get the after credit scene. Okay, ask about the second voice. Probably fine, right? That only doesn't do anything until Coco's route opens. Then it does do something, you have to choose it. Why did that not skip? I didn't do anything different. I literally picked the same choice they did last time so far. Maybe it's because I was animated, like her sprite changed sprite mid-sentence. That's what made it not skip. Keep going. Okay, then we do lock eyes with her, which should be correct. Which I already probably would have chosen what I did do back then. I didn't go rewatch the footage, so I don't think that would be a different choice. Did use route on the Xbox, that is. I tried to replicate those choices here. Because again, I was like, if I was trying to get in one of the girls' routes right, I wouldn't necessarily want to be mean to the other one. So this didn't skip because it's RNG. There's like a catalog of various lines you could say, that's all. So we'll all definitely, surely something or other. Okay, so there was finished the first day. A while ago, actually. We're into the morning now. Now we gotta go fix the generator. And then we go fix the generator, new stuff's gonna happen, because we're gonna have to do something different down there. Now read some Sara-specific stuff. It's okay to understand. It's good for everybody. Okay. Then we do Go with Sara here, and this should do some really new stuff. I'm curious about Sara for some reason. I'll go with you, Sara. The words slip naturally out of my mouth. Alright then, let's go. I make to pat Sara's shoulder. Whoosh. My hand cuts through the air. She must have avoided me.
おっと、拙者には手を触れない方が良いでござるよ。
Whoa, it's best to not touch me, you know. What?
何せ、伊賀流忍術免許皆伝見込み保持者ゆえ。
Well, I am a professional ninja after all. You get paid for it or something? What does that mean?
だから、要するに、命が惜しいなら手を出しちゃダメってこと。
So basically, if you value your life, don't lay a hand on me.
それじゃあ少年、行くよ。
We're off then, boy. Okay. We walked down the corridor. As we walked, I still glanced at Sara's face. Thump. Something stirs deep in my heart. Why am I curious about Sara? Why do I know about Sara? Well, we're getting right to the point already. Okay. No, that's not it. I don't know anything about Sara. Oh, too late. You already tipped the reader off. Because I don't remember. Oh, specifically because? Okay. What kind of person is she? Curious, I really wanted to ask her about that. But I can't just ask outright. I'll start with what I know. Hey, Sara, can I ask you something?
何を？
What? Where did you meet you?
あれ、言ってなかったっけ？ナッキュ先輩とは同じ女子校だって。
Oh, okay, so in this... You know, they tell the story when you're in the infirmary waiting for Tsugumi and Takeshi or Takeshi in name only, to clear the way down to Drite stock, right? Guess we're getting a little bit early here. Didn't I tell you I went to the same girls' high school as Nakyu-senpai? But weren't you in different grades?
同じ部活だったのよ。
We were in the same club. The same club?
部員不足で廃部寸前の部活に、ナッキュ先輩に無理やり勧誘されちゃったってわけなのよ。
The club was about to be disbanded because there weren't enough members, so Nakyu-senpai forced me to join. Sara gazes into the distance.
あの頃が一番楽しかったな。
It was so great back then.
よく二人でつるんで、遊んだりバカなことしたり。
We hung out a lot together, did stupid things.
ナッキュ先輩と会って、ずいぶん心が救われたわ。
Meeting Nakyu-senpai really saved me. You guys seem really close.
そうね。ナッキュ先輩っていつもあんな感じだから、先輩っていうよりは友達。
Yeah, Nakyu-senpai is always like that, so she's more like a friend than my senpai.
そう。私に初めてできた大切な友達かもね。
She might be my first close friend. Sara gently looks up at the ceiling, lost in thought. You didn't have any friends until you met her?
私、もともと家庭の事情で、いろいろな学校へ転校を繰り返していたの。だから。
Well, because of family stuff, I transferred from one school to another, that's why. I wonder how the remake's going to variate this. From my knowledge of the original game, I would say that she's making something up here. It's like a cover-up, and she's not actually... This is not true at all. Family stuff? And that being... It's not she moved from one school to another. She literally didn't go to school at all until she went to high school. When Sara says those words, I feel like I can see sadness wash over her face. Zing. Pain shoots through my heart. I think I should change the subject. Hey, you said you were into ninjas, Sara, but what are ninjas anyway? I asked something I'm curious about. I don't know much about ninjas. This is Japanese, right? So it's ninjas. Ninjas. And there's no plural.
そうね。 まずは15世紀後半の戦国時代にスッパと呼ばれる人たちが戦場に現れたの。
Actually, there's no plural in Japanese, so it's just ninja no matter what. Ninja, in the late 15th century, during the Sengoku period, there were people called Supa, who appeared on the battlefield.
スッパは山賊、野党の田植や渡りスッパと呼ばれる不老人とかの集団で石膏や奇襲部隊で働いたわ。
The Supa were groups of bandits, brigades, and wandering vagabonds who served as scouts and surprise attack units.
スッパはその後1495年の小田原戦を境に戦列から姿を消すんだけど、その後現れたのが忍者よ。
The Supa disappeared from the front lines after the 1495 Odawara campaign, and then ninjas appeared.
忍者は独自の忍術を使って諜報活動をしたり暗殺とかするのよ。
Ninjas use their unique techniques for espionage and assassination.
忍者は厳しい修行で体を鍛えマシーンになる。たとえ大切な人との別れがあっても涙することも許されない非常の掟。
They underwent rigorous training to become machines adhering to merciless codes where even the shedding tears over parting with loved ones is not allowed.
闇に生き、闇に死す。それが忍者の定め。それが忍者よ。
Living in darkness, dying in darkness, that is the fate of the ninja. That is what a ninja is. They may have not got the history right. I don't know. I wouldn't take this as like a history textbook, just FYI, because these things tend to not be quite right. I don't know what the right... I don't know... With this kind of stuff, they tend to not be right, but I don't actually know much about this either, so I don't know exactly how they wouldn't be. Sara's face showed no emotion. She looked scary.
ああ、ごめんね。つまらない話だったよね。
Oh, sorry, that was kind of boring, huh? No, she's like, wants to be like a vigilante, similar to Tsugumi. Yeah. Not really inspired by Tsugumi because she doesn't really know Tsugumi. Not well, anyway. Not recent. No, it was interesting, but the world of ninja sounds tough.
そうなんだ。
Yeah, it is. Sadness colored Sara's face. What's wrong? I want to say something, but the words won't come out. Instead, I decide to look away. What the... I look back to Sara again, but she's vanished. I'm the only person standing here in the corridor. Suddenly, thoughts of the girl from the decompression chamber flash through my mind. A tremendous sense of loss overwhelms me. Sara? He's thinking of Coco, right? Okay. I scream her name. Where'd you go? Come out, don't hide. I run. Sara, where are you? Where are you? I search for Sara. Please, show yourself. Just then... Eep, what's going on? A tremendous loud noise reverberates through the narrow corridor. I instinctively stop. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Could it be, is this the rap phenomenon or something? No way, right? But wait, why do I know the word rap phenomenon? Wah! I start running again. Wah!
どうしたのよ、少年。
What's wrong, boy? Before I knew it, Sara appeared in front of me. Sara?
そんなに慌てて何があったの？
Why are you freaking out so much? What happened? It's the rap phenomenon. The rap phenomenon.
ラップ現象？
The rap phenomenon. Don't you hear it?
この音？きっと発電室の熱膨張で膨らんだ鉄板とか冷えて縮む時の音だよ。
Well, it might be, Tsugumi doing something. She's not down here with us, right? In this side of things. Or, you and Takeshi doing things. But anyway, this sound is probably just the sound of metal expanding and contracting due to the heat and cold in the generator room. Oh, I always assumed this was just Tsugumi opening and closing doors when you're on the Takeshi side.
多分ね。
Or, like, trying to get into doors but can't because she has, like, no key card. That's my guess. But wouldn't that cause the facility to warp and flood?
多分熱水を使う発電室なら熱膨張とか考えて設計してあると思うから大丈夫だと思うわ。
I think if it's a thermal power generator using hot water, they've probably designed it with thermal expansion in mind. It should be fine. Oh, thank goodness. Relieved I collapsed onto the floor. You disappeared suddenly, Sara. For a moment I thought we were in deep trouble. Why'd you do that? Disappear all of a sudden.
どう？びっくりした？
Did I surprise you? Yeah, you did.
忍法を使ったでござるよ。少年、修行が足りないでござるな。
I used a ninja technique. You lack training, boy. A ninja technique?
そういうこと。
That's right. Sara stows away her cell phone. She was holding it for some reason. Well, that was some foreshadowing. I don't know of what, though. Huh? What was she doing with the phone? After that, we resume exploring. Huh? Come to think of it, how old are you, Sara? Well, hopefully that Chekhov's gun fires. I don't know, I have any guesses how. I asked Sara another question. You just asked a girl how old she is. What's wrong with you?
突然、何？っていうか、教えてなかったっけ？
What is this now? Haven't I told you? I haven't told you? I don't think
高
so.
校2年生16歳1月21日生まれ水亀座。
I'm a second year high school student, 16 years old. I was born on January 21st. I am an Aquarius. Anyone cares. It's not like she's reciting lines it's like she's reciting lines she'd rehearsed beforehand.
で、少年は？
How about you, boy? As for me, I don't know. When I try to remember, my mind becomes hazy and blurred. It's like something unattainable, a mirage of some sort. How old am I wonder.
そんなこともわからないんだ。
You don't even know that? Nope.
なんだか寂しいね。
That's kind of sad, isn't it? Yeah.
だけど、それでよかったのかもしれないよ。
But maybe it's for the best. Why?
いっそ忘れてしまいたいような過去だったのかも。
Maybe your past was one worth forgetting.
なんてね。
Just kidding, except I wasn't kidding. I'm just saying that just to disguise that I was what I said. Sara's expression softens. Oh, not stiffens, opposite, okay. Come on, don't scare me like that.
ごめんごめん。
Sorry.
もしかしたらスパッと輪切りにしてみたらわかるかもよ。少年が何歳なのか。
Maybe if we sliced you in half, you'd figure out how old you are. What?
木の切り株みたいに年輪が刻まれてるかも。
Maybe your age is carved into you, like the rings of a tree stump. I don't think animals work like that, where we grow from our center out.
冗談。
Yeah, just joking. Sara then clings onto my arm. Flustered, I lose track of what to say. In the darkness, Sara starts to whisper.
長弓背負いし月の背。
Oh, she doesn't sing it here, okay. The spirit of the moon, with her long bow, on her back.
夢の中より待ち降りぬ。
Waits for the sleeping child from within a dream. What does that mean? Sara quietly shakes her head. Then, while gently embracing my arm, she continues to quietly chant phrases you'd hear in some sort of spell or lullaby. The spirit of the moon. Why did Sara suddenly cling to my arm? But I can't bring myself to ask her to move away. Focused on the sweaty warmth of Sara's arm against mine, I searched for some kind of response. And it just skips again. Yeah, the
それだ
original
と
she would...
重いパイプを抱えたり力仕事が必要になるな。
In the original game, Sara actually sings it. She also, at this moment, notices a scar on the kid's thumb. We do not see that here, interestingly. I'll carry the heavy stuff. No, I'll do that.
じゃあ私がパーツ交換ね。ああ、仕方ない。クラナリで我慢しますか。
Then I'll take care of replacing the parts. I guess I'll just have to use Takeshi for help then.
たく可愛くねえな。もっと素直に喜ばんかい。
You're really hard to get along with. Can't you be more appreciative?
変な気起こしたら張り倒すからね。
Try anything and I'll beat you up, hear me? Yeah, Ryogo has to, like... He knows how to treat you. And, like, has to, like, be, like Takeshi towards you. Because he has to, and that must, for him, suck. Not like to be that person.
安心してくれ。間違っても、お前だけは絶対に襲わねえ。
Rest assured, there's no way in hell I'll try anything with you. Bickering, you and Takeshi head towards the main body of the generator.
あの二人さ、
Those two. Yeah?
なんだかんだ言って結構いいコンビだと思わない？
Despite their arguing, don't you think they make a pretty good team? Maybe because he acts differently when the kid's not around, because he only used to act like Takeshi to the boy. Think so?
ナッキュ先輩って気に入った相手には遠慮しない性格だから心を包み隠さないっていうか。
Yeah, Nakyu-senpai doesn't hold back with people she likes. She's straightforward. Well, not to Takeshi, though. She was, like, tsundering him. The thing about, like, you is, like... Yeah, she, like, bullies Takeshi, but then doesn't bully the kid. And likes both. I see.
たけしも似たようなタイプっぽいしね。
Takeshi seems pretty similar. I wonder, I guess that makes sense now that she says it. No, it doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Is this what it means to change one's perspective?
さて、私たちも始めましょうか。
We should get started, too. Okay. Sara begins to weld the cracked pipes. She somehow knows how to do that as well. I remove and replace the burst pipes that can't be welded. Due to the heat of the work, Sara frequently pauses her welding to wipe the sweat from her forehead. My gaze inadvertently drifts towards Sara as we work.
少年の方はどう？こっちはもう一息よ。
How's progress, boy? I'm almost done over here. I'll be done soon, too. Startled by Sara's questions, I inadvertently panic. Slip. Perhaps due to the sweat, the pipe I'm holding slips out of my hand.
少年、危ない！
Watch out, boy. Yeah, I'm a little too slippery. I laugh trying to play it off.
少年、大丈夫？怪我してない？
Are you okay? You didn't get hurt, did you? Sara looks at me with concern. Fortunately, the falling pipe didn't hit me. Yeah, I'm totally fine.
よかった。
Thank goodness. Sara seems genuinely relieved. Thanks for having my back, Sara.
それじゃあ、さっさと終わらせて、忌々しい汗をシャワーで洗い流しちゃいましょう。
Alright then, let's finish up quickly and wash away the sweat with a hot shower. Sara says this as if to hide her embarrassment and returns to her welding work. I get back to work as well.
終わった。
All done. Gotta... Sorry about that. Okay, I'll keep recording. Weird glint happened. Sun be weird. Okay, gotta close this and there. Phew. I'm done here too.
こっちは終わったぞ。
We're done here.
そっちはどう？
How are you guys doing?
終わってます。
We are done. We are done. Finally, despite the complications, we successfully complete the repairs. We're gonna ask Sara to cook for us, apparently. Sara, can you cook the fish for us?
私ですか？あんまりこっちの料理はしたことないんだけどな。
Me, I haven't really done a lot of cooking, although I can cook the welding stuff, but okay. Despite her words, Sara walks up to the tuna.
それでは、参ります。
Here I go, then. Suddenly, the atmosphere around Sara changes. Her sharp eyes are fixed on her prey. Something dimly gleams in her hand. It's a well-sharpened blade.
はあ？
Ah! Sara moves with bursts of energy. An unseen light cleaves the air. The tuna is rapidly disassembled. With machine-like precision, Sara dismantles the fish. Just then, I feel like I see the empty light in Sara's eyes, similar to the eyes of the tuna. See an empty light in Sara's eyes, similar to the eyes of the tuna. What, like she dies inside? A few minutes later... Where's the B button? Oh, there we go. Why does she have a katana? Where did the boat come from? Okay then, new CG for the remake. In front of Sara, a magnificent assortment of sliced tuna sashimi is ready.
これにて一件落着でござる。ニンニン。
My work is finished. Nin nin.
こりゃ豪勢だ。
This is fantastic.
さすが私の後輩ね。
That's my Mayo. Well done.
すごいですね。これが料理というものですか？
Amazing. So this is cooking? Oh, what's the gooey? Like, what? This is... Sara, that was amazing. I couldn't see a thing.
松永流非奥義。斬鉄灯籠剣でござる。
I used a Matsunaga-style ninja technique, steel-edged praying mantis. Or Matsunaga is kind of his fake family name. Wow, maybe Sara really can use ninja techniques.
それじゃ、早速食べましょうか。
Alright, let's eat.
早速、醤油とわさび、それとマヨネーズを用意しないとな。
We gotta get some soy sauce, wasabi, and mayonnaise prepared. And so thanks to Sara, we're able to enjoy our first meal in quite a while. Phew, I'm stuffed. We could finally have a decent meal. After eating, we relax for a while.
ほれ、少年。
Is this skippable? Yeah, okay. Okay, we're gonna follow Sara and Sora this time.
あら、少年さん？
Oh, is that you? Boy-san?
少年もこっちに来たの？
I mean, to be fair, how else would you translate that? You came with us too, boy. Yeah, I just felt like it. Anyway, where are you two planning on hiding?
一緒に逃げるなら、君も考えて。
Well, if you're coming with us, you better think about that too. The two of them start running.
そうだ！いいこと考えちゃった。
Oh, I've got a great idea. Sara suddenly stops. What is it?
どうしたのですか？
What's wrong?
こういう時こそ忍法でござるよ。
This is the time for ninja techniques. Ninja techniques?
空殿、滝修二が来たら、ミラージュで無人の通路を表示してくだされ。
Sora, when Takeshi comes, show an empty corridor like Mirage.
名付けて、科学忍法隠れ蓑。
Let's call it scientific ninja technique, hidden cloak.
でもそれは、
But isn't that against the rules? Isn't that cheating?
固いこと言わないの。モニター系のシステムへのアクセス禁止されてるけど、それ以外のシステム使用は禁止されてないじゃない？
Don't be so strict. Access to monitor systems is prohibited, but other systems are okay, right? That's sort of a loophole.
裏技って言ってよ。
Call it a hidden trick, or I would say not so hidden. Sorry, I can't approve of that.
申し訳ありませんが、私も賛成しかねます。
I'm sorry, but I can't agree either. Wah.
だったら、科学忍法分身の術は？
Then how about scientific ninja technique doppelganger? Huh?
ミラージュで私たちを何体も表示して、たけしを混乱させるの。
We'll use Mirage to display multiple copies of us and confuse Takeshi. That's still cheating.
システムを使う忍法はなしにしませんか？
Shouldn't we refrain from using techniques that involve the computer system?
科学忍法ってやってみたかったけど、やっぱダメか。にともかんとも。
I wanted to try a scientific ninja technique, but I guess no good, eh? Seems like Sara just wants to try out a scientific ninja technique. Just
誰
then,
か来る？
is someone coming?
田中さんではないのですか？
Isn't that you, San? Peering through the darkness, we listen for the source of the sound. We glimpse something. That silhouette. No, that is Takeshi.
本当ですか？
Huh? Really? Quickly, we have to hide. We sprint down the corridor.
いけません。そっちは。
No, not that way. A fishing reef block stands in our way. Oh no.
行き止まり？
It's a dead end?
だから私は申し上げたのですが。
That's why I said not that way. There are no escape routes or gaps in the walls we could use. Takeshi is definitely heading this way. Is it gonna find us like this?
どうしよう、どうしよう。
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
これは観念するしかなさそうですね。
It seems we must resign ourselves to our fate. Sara panics and looks around while Sora chooses to give up. No, it's not over yet. I judge that at this distance we can escape into a nearby corridor before Takeshi arrives. Let's go, we'll make it in time for sure. But Sara doesn't move.
地の利は我にあるでござる。
The advantage is mine. What? I stare at Sara dumbfounded.
おい、そこにいるな。誰だ？
Hey, who's there? He found us.
平気、私に任せて。
It's alright, leave it to me. The next moment, Sara jumps, kicking off the wall and darting forward. Sara floats in the darkness as if dancing.
忍法三角飛び蹴りと
Ninja technique triangle jump kick. Ha.
うわー！
Okay, I got an achievement. Witnessed all of Sara's ninja techniques. Surprised that it would not happen until day 2. It would only happen by day 2, but whatever. It would take only to day 2 for that to happen. Gah. Takeshi slumps to the floor.
少年、ソラさん、行こ
Boy, Sora-san, let's go. Okay. Indeed.
くっそー！させるかー！
Damn it, think I'll let you get away? Sara and Sora flee. Takeshi desperately chases after them. This should work. Despite the darkness, Sara runs confidently toward the empty can. The sound of the can being kicked echoes in the dark. Sara's face looks very bright. She headed in the opposite direction of the decompression chamber. Follow Sara. Where is Sara going? I find myself heading to the direction she went. Wait, is that a choice I didn't have before? I didn't even have that choice. Wait, okay, interesting. I should have made a save there. I can just make out Sara's footsteps in this empty space. Relying on the faint sound, I continue forward. I find myself at the fish farm. Is this where Sara is? Even when I strain my ears, I can't hear anything. I slowly move forward. As I walk toward the fish reef blocks, memories of playing flashlight tag with everyone flood back. Takeshi was it every single time. Too funny. There's no mistake, it's Sara. Maybe because I was thinking about flashlight tag, I ran towards her trying to silence my footsteps. I turned the corner. Sara, found you. Sara's right in front of me. Wah. Gah. Ouch. That hurt. Okay, this is where the context they're going to put this in. This is from the original game, but I don't know if it appeared here. I think, okay, now I remember, in the original game, this appeared like during the kick the can. When the kid was the it. But they decided in this version the kid would never end up it, so they have to make it like something that happens afterwards. Okay. I realize I'm pretty much lying on top of Sara. She's staring at me wide-eyed. I had managed to stop the fall with my arms at the last moment, preventing a full contact, but her face has never been this close to mine. I stare at Sara, holding my breath. Before me are eyes that seem to draw me in. Lub-dub, my heart rate increases. Okay. The Japanese voice is Doki Doki. The Japanese line is Doki Doki, right? Doki 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 Doki. My heart rate continues to increase.
Oh.
More Doki Doki, probably. I hear 2 heartbeats. One mine and the other's. The 2 heartbeats overlap. Emotions well up inside me. Cheesy lines. I feel like I'm being swallowed up by that whirlpool of emotions. I hastily jump back from Sara. Sorry. The emotions from earlier disappear. I just saw you, Sara, so I just jumped on you, because that's just what I do, okay? You know, apologize like a child caught pulling some prank.
見つかっちゃったね。
Looks like you found me, huh? You're not mad?
怒ってないよ。
Nope. You didn't get hurt or anything when we collided?
大丈夫だよ。
I'm fine. That's a relief.
少年って心配性なんだね。
You're quite the warrior, aren't you, boy? I wonder.
少年なら忍者になれるかもね。
You might be able to be a ninja. What do you mean?
忍者とかスパイって心配性の方がいいって言うから。
They say warriors, not warriors. Warriors, I got that wrong earlier. Warriors make good ninjas and spies. In that case, maybe I'll become a ninja too. I'll be your partner, Sara.
なんてね。少年、忍者とかスパイなんて本当になるもんじゃないわよ。
I'm just thinking a ninja or a spy. It isn't something you just become. Sara chuckles as she says this. It's like your life has to be sufficiently bad first. By the way, Sara, why'd you come here at this hour?
忍者だから。
Because I'm a ninja. Huh?
嘘よ。ちょっとお月見にね。
Just kidding, I came here to see the moon. The moon? Sara slowly points upward. There, swaying over the sea is the shadowy moon. It's an illusionary moon, created by mirage.
少年も一緒にお月見をしない？
Want to look at it with me? Sara starts climbing up the fish reef blocks. I follow suit, aiming for the top. And there, side by side, we sit on the block, gazing at the illusory moon. The darkness parts and light floods in. The room is brightly lit. I slowly awaken, feeling a vague sense of disconnection. I look around. The room seems to be the same as yesterday, yet different. I feel a slight sense of déjà vu. I hear Takeshi talking in his sleep. Is everyone already awake? Besides Takeshi, there's no one else in the room. I casually peer at Takeshi. Astonishingly, there are no doodles on his face today. They're Drittetog. I splash my face with water, washing away the clinging drowsiness. I peer into the cracked mirror. Maybe I was targeted instead of Takeshi. But I can't tell with this broken mirror. Well, whatever. Entering the room, I see Sara, Yu, and Sora. Sara and Yu are making breakfast. As usual, there is no sign of Tsugumi. Why isn't Tsugumi with everyone? Good morning. Good morning. As I ponder this, Sara and Yu's readings reach me. Their energy levels seem unusually high. Good morning.
なんだ少年、元気ないぞ。まだ目が覚めてないとか？
Hey, what's wrong, boy? You look down. Still groggy? No, I'm completely awake.
本当に？
Really?
わかった。少年って低血圧なんでしょ。私もそうなんだよ。
Oh, I think I know what's going on. Do you have low blood pressure, boy? I do too. Trying to foreshadow something. Or hint at something. I don't really know. What does she mean by hypotension?
わかる。朝は辛いよね。なんていうか、生き地獄ってやつ？今まで目覚まし時計を何個叩き壊したことか。
I totally get it. Mornings are tough, aren't they? It's like living in hell. I've smashed so many alarm clocks in my time.
マヨって寝起きがすこぶる悪いよね。今朝なんか危うく絞め殺されるかと思ったよ。
Oh, they saved this from the original game. Okay. Mayo, you are really bad at getting up. This morning I thought you were going to choke me to death.
うかつに拙者の背後に近づくからでござるよ。
That's because you approached me too closely from behind.
あんたはどっかのスナイパーか。
What are you, some kind of sniper?
でも先輩の反撃の方がすごかったですよ。一瞬で
What's your counterattack, senpai, was amazing, you.
押し倒されて。
Push me down so fast.
マヨだって抵抗しなかったじゃない。
You didn't even resist, Mayo.
それは先輩だったから。やだ、恥ずかしい。
Well, it's because it's you, senpai. Gosh, how embarrassing.
かわいい子ね。それじゃ続きをしましょうか。
Hey, you're so cute. Shall we continue where we left off?
いけませんわ、お姉様。こんなところで。
One-san, you're being so... Was One-san? Nissan? I don't know which set of vowels works. You're being so inappropriate. Don't do that here.
私を見て、私だけを見るの。
You can't skip this. I think this happened in like the U route too, though, so it's not necessarily new. Look only at me. Just me. You gently caresses Sara's cheek.
はい、お姉様だけを見ます。
Okay, it's One-san. Yes, One-san. I only have eyes for you.
あなたがいて私がいる。それだけでそこは二人だけの場所なんだから。
As long as you and I are together, it's a place just for the two of us.
さあ、踊りましょう。二人で奏でるワルツを。
Now let us dance, a waltz just for the two of us.
はい、お姉様。
Yes, One-sama. Eventually they get so close their mouths are almost touching. And then... they burst into laughter.
少年、冗談よ、冗談。
Just kidding. Then they translate a kid here, but it is still Shone. So, other places they translate a boy. So, a lingering kid, but anyway, just kidding around.
何赤面しているの、少年くん。
Why are you blushing so hard, boy? Sara shoots me a mischievous glance. I'm getting a headache. Is this because of low blood pressure?
朝食の準備はできたけど、たけしもつぐみさんも来ませんね。
Breakfast is ready, but Takeshi and Tsugumi aren't here yet.
待ってても暇だし、先に食べちゃおうか。
Since we'll get bored waiting, shall we eat first?
みんなで食べた方が美味しくなるというらしいですし、もう少し待ってはいかがでしょうか。
They say it's tastier when everyone eats together, so shall we wait a bit longer?
有毒ガスの除去まであと2時間16分ありますし。
And there are still 2 hours and 16 minutes until the toxic gas is removed. The gas removal isn't done yet?
そう。だからもうしばらくこの階層に足止めってわけ。
That's right, we're stuck on this floor for a while longer. My headache intensifies. I still can't skip. This is accompanied by an unpleasant ringing in my ears. A sense of unease and fear grows within me. No, 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 no. The anxiety grows so strong I can't keep it in anymore. I don't like it here. I don't want to be on this floor.
ちょっと、どうしたの少年
Well, what's wrong, boy? I don't like it. I'm scared. We need to move soon.
ほら、落ち着きなさい少年
Hey, calm down, boy. Sara rubs my back. The warmth I feel on my back makes me calm down a little.
そういえば倉成さんのお宝箱の中にいろいろと入っていましたよ。皆さんが揃うまでトランプなんてどうですか？
Hey, there's all sorts of things in that cardboard box Takeshi-san had. How about playing cards until everyone gathers?
そうね少年の気を紛らわすじゃなくてナイスアイデアね
Good, that'll distract the boy. I mean, nice idea, Sora.
それじゃあピロピロピンポンドーンをやりましょう
Then let's play Puro Puro Ping Pong Don.
え
Eh? What? You chant a mysterious spell.
ナッキョ先輩のとこって神経衰弱のことをピロピロピンポンドーンって言ってるそうなんです
Apparently, to Nakyu-senpai, Puro Puro Ping Pong Don is another version of concentration. Seeing my puzzled expression, Sara gives me an explanation.
違う神経衰弱って本当はピロピロピンポンドーンって言うのよ
No, actually, concentration is another version of Puro Puro Ping Pong Don. What? My anxiety disappears and I realize I'm now focused on the word Puro Puro Ping Pong Don. Puro Puro Ping Pong Don? Wait, isn't that...
みんなおはよ
Good morning, everyone. Just then a cheerful-looking Takeshi enters the room.
ねえ倉成あんたんとこもピロピロピンポンドーンって言うわよね
Hey, Takeshi, you and your friends call it Puro Puro Ping Pong Don, right?
う。いきなり何の話だ？
What are you talking about?
神経衰弱のローカルの呼び方についてかな
She's talking about a local name for the game Concentration.
ローカル言うな
It's not local.
っていうか、なんでそんな話になったんだ？
Why are you guys talking about that?
倉成が悪いわね
It's your fault, Takeshi. Well, what wouldn't you? You knew how it went down last time. Why would you question?
なんでそうなる？
Why is it my fault?
朝食の準備はできたんですがたけしもつぐみさんも来ないのでそれまでトランプでもってことになったんです
Well, you made breakfast. We made breakfast, but you and Tsugumi weren't here yet, so we were thinking about we play some cards.
まあいっか寝ぼすけの倉成も起きてきたことだしつぐみの分は残しておくことにして朝ごはんにしましょうか
But whatever, since the oversleeper is here now, should we have breakfast and keep Tsugumi's portion as leftovers? You and the others had prepared perfectly seasoned hot dogs for breakfast. Who seasons their hot dogs? I guess, like, the onion cubes could be considered seasoning, maybe. But usually it's considered a condiment and not a seasoning. When I bite into the hot dog, the rich, meaty juices fill my mouth with pleasure. Nitrites. Wow, that's good. It's worth all the trouble just to enjoy something so tasty. I think I can, as I savor the scrumptious hot dog.
うまうまうまうま
Isn't uma also the Japanese word for horse? It's kind of like horse, 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 horse.
うめえ。ほんとうめえ。
Someone had to voice act that. The hot dogs that had been prepared are quickly disappearing.
おお。
Someone had to voice act that too. Just then I hear a surprised voice from Takeshi. I look to see that he's staring wide-eyed at nothing in particular. Yeah, he has to get ready for what he has to do here in a few minutes. Prepare yourself, Takeshi. Takeshi, quote-unquote. Didn't something like this happen before? Wait, it happened yesterday, I think. No, okay, never mind. This is the whole Sora thing. Okay. Well, what could Takeshi be seeing? Sora presenting him information about the fish in the hot dog. I stare into space absentmindedly. Suddenly, my vision seems to waver. At the same time, a sharp pain surges through my head once again. In the midst of the pain, my vision blurs, but I can see something. Something that evokes fear, anxiety, and restlessness. My heartbeat quickens. Ah. What the? What was that just now?
おい、どうしたんだ？
Hey, what's wrong? Even with Takeshi speaking to me, I can't tear my eyes away from my vision. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I saw something.
見た？何を見たんだ？
Saw something. What did you see? Well, I didn't actually see it. I just have a bad feeling.
何言ってるんだよ、お前。
What are you talking about, boy? I have a really, really bad feeling. Oh. As I try to pinpoint the source of my unease, my head throbs even more. I don't like this. I'm scared. We need to get out of here soon.
少年、大丈夫？
Boy, are you okay?
多分、一時的な記憶の混乱だと思うんだけど。
Maybe it's just temporary confusion. What was that? Wow.
これって。
Could this be? Suddenly we hear a low metallic sound. It was a dull, muffled sound.
今のは？
What was that just now? Sora, what happened?
はい、今レミにアクセスします。
Hold on, I'm accessing Lemire now.
わかりました。インゼルヌルとつながるシャフトの一部に歪みが発生したようです。
Understood. It seems that there's a distortion in part of the shaft connecting to Incel Null.
それで被害は？
What's the damage?
すみません。ここからでは詳しいことは。
I'm sorry, I can't provide detailed information from here.
それじゃあ、制御室に移動してみるか。
Then let's head to the control room. I go with Takeshi to the control room.
少年、あんまり無理するなよ。
Hey, don't push yourself too hard, boy. Yeah, but I'm fine now. Takeshi's strong arm grips my shoulder, helping me remain
つ
calm.
ぐみさんが現れませんが、どうしたんでしょう？
Tsugumi-san's not here. I wonder what happened.
そうだな。でも、きっとそのうち現れるさ。
Not sure, but I am sure she'll show up eventually. We enter the control room. We find Tsugumi. She's munching on a hot dog, intent on the terminal. Tsugumi, noticing us, silently moves away from the terminal.
何を調べているんだ？
What were you researching?
どうして？
Why do you ask?
別に何だっていいじゃない。あなたには関係ないんだから。
Who cares what I was doing? It's none of your business.
まあ、それはそうなんだけどな。
Huh. Well, I guess it isn't.
気になるっつうか、心配っつうか。お前、いつも一人でいるだろ？
I guess I'm curious, or kinda worried. You're always going off by yourself, aren't you?
だから、何をやっているのかなってさ。
So I was just wondering what you were doing, you know?
それが単純に知りたかったんだよ。
That's all. Simple.
私に構わないで。
Just leave me alone. As usual, Takeshi and Tsugumi don't get along very well. Although Tsugumi has closed herself off to all of us, not just Takeshi. As Takeshi and Tsugumi go at it, Sora heads toward the monitor, raising both hands. Once again, rows of Windows screens are displayed and vanish with impressive speed.
シャフトの歪みによる被害ですが、
As for the damage caused by the distortion in the shaft,
あくまで残存しているセンサーで調べることのできたブロックのみでの話ですが、
this is based on the data from the remaining sensors that I was able to examine.
現在ツバイトシュトック圧力制御用の配管の一部に異常数値が見られます。
I'm currently seeing abnormal readings in a section of the piping for Zweite stock pressure control.
圧力制御用の配管って？
Piping for pressure control?
レミューを覆っている多重隔壁、その内部の圧力調整を行っているパイプです。
The pipes that regulate the pressure inside the multiple barriers surrounding Lemu.
数値に変動はないので緊急性は低いですが、センサー類が正常かどうかもわからない状況ですし、モニターの視覚の位置にありますので、実際を確認した方がいいかもしれません。
There's no fluctuation in the readings, but given the uncertainty about the sensor status and their blind spots on the monitors, it might be best to check in person.
すぐに修理が必要な場合も考えられますので、どなたか同行していただけますか？
There's also a possibility that immediate repairs could be necessary, so I need assistance. Typo!
ああ、任せてくれ。
Didn't get fixed in the patch. I'll handle it.
虎穴に入れずんば孤児を 別か。
And then Tsugumi would say in the Japanese version something like, you know, in order to get the tiger cub, you have to go into the tiger's den or whatever. And then she just says, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess, in this, because we can't translate idioms for some reason. We have to interpret them.
しょうがないわね。
Guess it can't be helped. Huh? I can hear Tsugumi muttering something under her breath. And then,
私も行くわ。
I'll go too. Tsugumi unexpectedly volunteers herself.
つぐみ。
Tsugumi?
何？私がついていくのは不服？
What, do you have a problem with me going? Yes, you're gonna get your leg broken.
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃねえけど。
No, it's not that, but...
そうだな。わかった。頼むよ。
It's like, what, you didn't help fix the generator, and I thought you would do that, but then this you're changing, now you want to help with this one, huh? Well, okay, I'd like your help then.
私も手伝います。
I'll help out too.
オッケー。じゃあ、サラも一緒に行こうか。
Okay, then let's go together, Sara.
それじゃあ田中さんはここからのモニターをお願いします。何か異変を察知したら連絡入れてください。
In that case, Yusan, please monitor from here, and if you detect anything unusual, please contact me.
制御室からですとイヤホンを無線機として使えますので。
You can use your earphone as a radio from the control room.
了解。
Understood. What about me?
少年も、できればこっちを手伝ってくれないか？
Could you help us out too, boy? Okay. I try to respond as enthusiastically as possible. We hurry toward the location with the problematic piping. This is still not skippable. It makes me think they were lazy and just said, if you're on a new route you weren't in before, if you're in the Sara route and you hadn't been in, you've only done the U route before, nothing just becomes skippable after day 3. Just, you know, morning of day 3 on is just new stuff. We're not going to let you skip anything, even if it really isn't actually new stuff. I mean, I could force skip it, but the problem is that I don't know when it becomes new, you know? Although it doesn't appear urgent, complacency is not an option. Along the way, Tsugumi makes Takeshi carry a heavy toolbox again. Hey, Tsugumi. I speak to Tsugumi, who's walking in front of me.
何？
What? I was wondering, why were you eating that hot dog?
食べたかったから自分で作ったのよ。
I wanted to have one, so I made it myself. So did we. We all had hot dogs this morning.
そう。偶然ね。
What a coincidence. Not really, I knew that's what you were gonna eat. And then Tsugumi falls silent. We stop in front of the door from which a hissing sound can be heard.
この部屋から何か漏れるような音がしますね。
Sounds like something is leaking in there.
先にできる限りですが中の状態を確認いたします。
Please wait a minute, let me see if I can assess the situation inside the room. Sora calmly closes her eyes.
さすがに、開けたら蒸気が大爆発とかないよな。
Do you think if we open this door, there will be a huge explosion of steam?
平気なんじゃないかな。
I think it will be fine.
わかるのか？
You sure?
適当に言ってみただけですよ。
Haha, I just said it. Sora opens her eyes.
センサーでのチェックが完了しました。
Of course, that's a hint of something. The sensor check is complete.
気圧は若干低下していますが有毒ガスは発生していません。気温、湿度はともにわずかずつですが上昇中。
The air pressure has slightly decreased, but there's no toxic gas. Both the temperature and humidity are gradually rising.
パイプの一部が破損したために微量の漏水がありますが排水口等で吸収されています。
Due to some damage to the pipes, there's a slight leak, but it's being absorbed by the drainage system. Okay, and just like Sara said, it seems like it will be safe to open the door.
当てずっぽうが偶然当たっただけですよ。
It was a random guess, a coincidence.
そう。
Tsugumi, I know better, but then I have to voice it. Muttering, Tsugumi opens the door. There's a brief gust of wind. Tsugumi just identified her daughter. Yes. The outside air is sucked into the room. Within the room, colorful pipes run in all directions. I look in the direction of the hissing sound. There are faint cracks in the section of the pressure control pipe, and water vapor is dancing in the air, It doesn't seem like we need to worry too much about this small amount of damage.
月様、雨か。霧雨じゃ、濡れていこう。なんちゃって。
Moonlight rain, let's get wet in the drizzle. Just kidding. Huh, I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. I feel a light sense of deja vu.
どうした少年？
What's wrong, boy? I felt like I remembered something for a moment, but...
何を思い出したんだ？
What did you remember? I don't know. It's like something came to mind, but then I forgot it right away.
でもそんな感じだったらもうすぐ記憶を思い出せそうだな。
But if that's how you're feeling, you might remember it soon. Yeah, thanks,
ところで
Takeshi.
こいつはどうやら必要なかったみたいだな。
Well, it seems that this wasn't necessary after all. Takeshi sets the heavy toolbox down on the floor.
いえ、破損しているのは事実なようですので、修理をお願いします。
It
あくま
appears
で
that,
緊急性が低いというだけですから、このまま気圧が下がり続けると、施設悪化へつながる可能性もあります。
it appears that there is indeed some damage, but please proceed with the repairs. It isn't urgent, but if the pressure continues to drop, it could lead to collapse.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。
That's what I thought.
それじゃあどうすればいいんだ？
So, what should I do?
圧力制御用のパイプのバルブを止めてから、溶接で穴を塞いでください。
First, please shut off the valve for the pressure control pipe, and then weld the hole shut. Tsugumi, ignoring Sora and Takeshi, opens the toolbox and begins laying out some tools.
他のパイプ類は可燃性の液体が充満しているものが多いので、念のために止めておいてください。
Since many of the other pipes contain flammable liquids, it would be wise to shut them off as a precaution.
配管専用の制御室が近くにあるので、そこの端末経由で操作いたします。
I can shut them off using a terminal in the nearby control room.
しばらくここから離れることになりますが、よろしいですか？
But that means I'll be gone for a few minutes. Is that okay?
こっちはその間に圧力制御用のパイプを止めてるよ。
Okay, and we'll shut off the pressure control pipe while you're gone.
わかりました。では、後をお願いいたします。
I'll leave it to you then. With that said, Sora leaves. So, what should I do?
指示するから、道具をちょうだい。
I'll tell you what I need and then you'll hand me the tool. Got it.
私は
How about me?
それじゃあサラは俺と圧力制御用のパイプを止めようか。
Sara, you could help me shut off the pressure control pipe?
御意でござる。
As you wish. Takeshi and Sara begin to close the valves.
キュッキュッキュー。
Takeshi sings a strange tune while closing the valves. Sara stares coldly at Takeshi as she silently closes the
こ
valves.
ちらの作業は終わりました。溶接を始めても大丈夫です。
Okay, and there we are. So we're going to save. Oops. I was gonna look at CGs or whatever. Oh well. I guess I'll just end there.